Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Roll Cougs Weekly. I'm Kendall Janosko.
And I'm Aiden Voorhees.
And here's everything you might have missed last week in Chatham athletics. On Friday, December 6th, the women's ice hockey team played their first game against Hilbert and won the game 10-1, with the Chatham goals coming from Rainey Jessup for the third of her season, assisted by Sophia Taylor and Evelyn Higgins, Samantha Barrett for the second of the season, assisted by Alyssa Tansick, Liv McTavish for the first of her season, assisted by Evelyn Higgins and Abby Kunkelman, Haley Bratton for the first of her career, assisted by Chelsea Clark, Chelsea Clark for the second of her season, assisted by Kylie Shannon and Isabel Alsop, Rainey Jessup for the second of her game and fourth of the season, assisted by Peyton Lloyd and Morgan Black, Yana Samuelidis for the first of her career, unassisted, and Annabelle Loda collected 3 goals to complete the hat trick. The women's ice hockey UCHC record right now is 0-4 with an overall record of 1-8-1, fourth in the UCHC.
Last week, women's basketball took on Waynesburg, with Chatham getting the W 71-54. Alyssa Laukis put up 18 points in the game, with 12 rebounds for her first double-double of the season. Charjay Brock had 4 assists and 4 steals to help Chatham get the W.
On Friday, December 6th, the men's ice hockey team played their first game against Manhattanville and won 3-2, with the Chatham goals coming from Tyler Samadrol for the third of his season, assisted by Michael Roby, Michael Roby for the second of the season, assisted by Brendan Pomerantz, Michael Roby for the second of the game and third of the season, assisted by Connor Grainer.
On December 7th, Chatham defeated Grove City 91-43 in women's basketball in a dominating performance. Hannah Chanot led the Cougars with 19 points and 6 steals. Madison Nero had 9 rebounds. Charjay Brock had 5 assists, and Alyssa Laukis blocked 2 Grove City shots. The women's basketball team is now 3-2 in pack play and 5-3 overall for the season.
On Saturday, December 7th, the men's ice hockey team played their second game against Manhattanville and won 2-1, with the Chatham goals coming from Brandon Pomerantz for the first of his season, assisted by Carson Grainer and Nick Babby, and Camden Smith for the first of his career, assisted by Michael Roby and Kyle Contessa. The men's UCHC hockey record right now is 2-5-1, with an overall record of 3-7-1, fifth out of sixth in the UCHC.
Men's basketball also took on Waynesburg on December 4th, getting a 4-point W over the Yellow Jackets. Dion Pinkett had 22 points and 5 steals to lead Chatham. Luca Robinson came down with 8 boards. Blaine Gartley had 8 assists, and Lovinson Xavier had 2 blocks for Chatham.
Men's and women's indoor track and field got their season underway on Friday, December 6th at the YSU Icebreaker in Youngstown, Ohio. For the women's side, Ariel Bruner came in first place on the triple jump and 5th place in the women's long jump, making her Chatham's only top 5 finishes.
On December 7th, the men's basketball team took on Grove City, falling in that one 72-62. Lovinson Xavier had 22 points against the Wolverines, his season high. Blaine Gartley had 7 rebounds, 8 assists, and 3 steals for Chatham, and Luca Robinson had 7 rebounds. Men's basketball dropped to 5-1 in pack play. They're now 7-2 overall on the season.
On Friday, December 6th, the men's and women's swim team were at the Presidential Diving Invitational in Washington, PA. Xavier Johnston made his collegiate debut in the 1-meter diving, setting the record as the first male to compete in diving in Chatham history. Carly Sagerser came in 8th in women's 1-meter diving, and Josie Underdonk came in 9th in women's 1-meter diving.
On December 14th, women's basketball will take on La Roche at the Kerr Fitness Center at 12 p.m. Their last matchup was in 2013, with Chatham falling 82-42. La Roche overall this year is 6-2. On Thursday, December 19th, the men's basketball team will be at the Music City Classic in Nashville, Tennessee, where they'll first take on Carthage at 7 p.m. Carthage this season is 6-2 overall. Then, on December 20th, the men's basketball team will take on Lancaster Bible College at the Music City Classic with a 7 p.m. start time for that one. Lancaster Bible is 5-5 overall this year. Women's basketball will take on Franciscan on New Year's Eve in Steubenville, Ohio with a 12 p.m. tip. Chatham is 16-1 overall all-time against Franciscan. In January, they defeated the Barons 85-41. Franciscan is 1-4 in pack play this season and 1-7 overall. Men's basketball will take on Franciscan on the second half of the doubleheader on New Year's Eve. They're 10-1 all-time against the Barons. And in January, they fell to the Barons 58-48. Franciscan is 2-3 in the pack this season, and they're 6-3 overall, good for 7th place. On January 4th, women's basketball will be at home against Bethany with a 12 p.m. start time. Their last matchup was in February of 2024, with Chatham winning the matchup 66-56. Bethany is 3-1 this season in conference play and 4-3 overall. They're 3rd place in the pack, 2 spots ahead of Chatham. Men's basketball will be on the second half of that doubleheader on January 4th at 2 p.m. Their last matchup was in February, with Chatham winning it 96-90. Bethany is 0-3 this season in the conference and 5-3 overall. They take up the final spot in the pack standings.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Kendall Janosko.
I'm Aiden Voorhees.
And we'll see you next time, and have a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holiday.